Hey cousins, welcome to another video from Loving Every Stitch by Ruby Baby. I'm Ruby Baby, and in this video we are celebrating the first day of spring 2025. Yes, today's the first day of spring, and I am here to show a spring make. Hi, I miss y'all. So I'm not even gonna keep y'all long. I know it's been a while. It's always been a while, but this is the reason why I really love the YouTube hops, because even if you get caught up in the busyness of life, we do try to show up for these first day of the seasons to share some inspiration. And I think somebody was coming. Anyway, this collaboration is hosted by Kim, the Crafty Nomad. All the information that I share in this video, I will definitely have, stuff in the description box and stuff, links and all of that stuff. I know it's been a while, so it's like I'm so out of practice with making videos, but the Spring Yarny YouTube Hop, Seasonal Yarny YouTube Hop 2025, hosted by Kim, the Crafty Nomad, is a collaboration where a bunch of content creators and even crafters that follow her on Facebook post inspirational makes of the season in the area that they live in. So I am in New Jersey, and it's a slow motion into the spring season, so it's still pretty cold, and that's also the reason why it's hard for me to make videos, because my craft room is set up right above my garage, and there's no sensor for the heat in here, so it gets really cold in my craft room during the winter months. So if I'm not like actively like really in here, it's hard to just sit in here because it's really cold. So normally it's like a dumping ground. You run in, you get your yarn, you run out. If I'm buying more yarn, I'm running in, I'm kind of like shoving it through the door and running out the room. So that's just kind of how it is. So hopefully now that the weather is beginning to break just a little bit, it is a little more tolerable to be in the room, and I can present more videos. So anyway, happy spring to all of you, and thank you for checking me out in this video. So there will be a playlist that marks everybody who participates in the spring YouTube hop. So without further ado, let me share with you what I've made. And you know what, I want to say, spring just does something to me. Spring it does inspire me. So like, even though it's crochet craft and things like that, spring is something about coming out of the Christmas holiday, the New Year situation. I kind of get like a little reset in the new year, and I can kind of brainstorm as to what kind of designs do I want to get into, whether I want to design something, whether I want to try something, a new stitch, a new pattern, a new design, something new. So again, I remember last year I made something that I had never made before, and this year for the spring hop, I've made something that I've never made before, and I'm really excited to share with you. But before I do, I just want to share with you the colors. Do you see Blaze? She's rocking the, the do-rag and the earrings, and she's cute. Anyway, I have tutorials for all of that on the channel, okay? For this project, I used some Michael's Loops and Thread yarn, and these are the colors. I'm going to share colors with you. I'm trying to get them all. It was 5 different colors. Now, I know these are not the most springy colors, but this was my color palette for this project. These are all loops and threads of their value yarn, and it's this is a periwinkle, I believe. So this is periwinkle. So like, where it says color here, there's no color there. It's like a number, but it says the number like somewhere in the middle of the label. But this is periwinkle, and all of these These yarns are just regular soft acrylic, 355 yards, 7-ounce balls. So this is periwinkle. This color is called mushroom. This color is called leaf green. This is black. And this color is called clay. So those are the colors that I use for my project. And of the colors, of all the colors, this is how much I have left of each color after using one of each ball. So this is how much I have left of this project. So do you want to see what I made? I'm so excited to share with you all. Okay, actually, before I show you the project, I'm going to share with you what it is. Okay, fair? All right, so I made a sweater. Now, hey, before we get started, I need you to do the things. Those things, do those things. Okay, let's go. This sweater is called the Cozy Days sweater by Crochet Axe Design. Now, I got the pattern from Etsy, but she does have a channel here, and her channel, she goes by Kiara's Hooks here on YouTube. And so I'll have all the, all the information in the description box, but this is the pattern. I think I caught a couple of YouTube shorts modeling this pattern, and it was like, I went to Etsy to go play. I put it in my cart. I held on to it for a while, and I was like debating on if I wanted to spend the money on a pattern. And it's like, what is wrong with me? I don't know, but I finally did. I splurged on the pattern. Primarily, I bought the pattern because I really, really enjoyed her color work here. So that's primarily what drew me to the pattern, was the color work. But in the pattern, she doesn't really tell you how she performs the color work. So you just kind of study what she did, which is, it wasn't hard to do. But the pattern was basically the construction of how she created the sweater, which in the beginning, I was a little ungrateful about it. Like, I was just mad because, like, I spent this money to get this color work design, not necessarily how to build a sweater, which I didn't know how to do either one. So it worked out. So anyway, it wasn't hard to figure out her color design and stuff like that. It was just, just having the confidence to just go ahead on and, put the hooks to work and just do it. But for me to have made this my first sweater pattern and perform so much color work, I feel like, I feel like a crochet superhero at this point. So anyway, let me show you my sweater. And I went rogue a little bit on my sweater. So here's my sweater. Here are my sleeves. It's the first side. This is the second side. This is the back. And this is the front. I actually went rogue a little bit on the pattern. So her pattern is a pullover. When I first started the pattern, I started with the back panel first. So I started with the back panel, which was this. And first of all, I do love the way this sweater fits. It's like it fits so good, but I wish I would have made it just a tap longer, just a little bit longer. After I did the back panel, and when I was ready to start the front panel, I felt like the weather was going to take a turn and, get a little warmer. So I was like, let me do a jacket, more of an open concept, more so than a pullover. So how bold of me to take, to start doing this color work and just doing my own panels. But I figured it out, and I was so proud of myself. So anyway, and she had these cute bell sleeves, and she did like, like these it's like an open slip concept, and then she makes these little ties. Now after I did that, now I made the body maybe like an inch or two a little bit shorter than I would like, but then I made the sleeves an inch or two longer than I would have liked. But for the sake of count, I went on ahead and kept it because I knew they were going to be a bell sleeve with the little tie, which I love. But what I actually did was I made myself two ties. So this tie is part of the pattern, but I even made my own. I think I went rogue on a strap because her straps have the same color work concept, but I just, for the sake of saving yarn, I did this instead. So I made these ties for my sleeve, but then tried it on. I was wishing that I could clutch, draw up the sleeve and just kind of like make it like a little balloon sleeve. So what I ended up doing was I continued the pattern, but I added one extra row. Let me just take this out real quick. I made an extra row in this and just kind of let me see if I take these out, you can see it better. I made like a little eyelet row like that. So I continued here. So here where, I would be changing color, I just chained across and made like these little eyelets. And then I made a drawstring. And then I just kind of fed it through like that. So now I have the option. I can either balloon close my sleeve like that. Just tie it up. So then you have that closure, and then you can still kind of close these, for that extra beautiful tied up sleeve effect. Or you can leave it open like this side. So I did the same thing on both sides. And I put little, these little pearls because I felt like that goes, so that way it's a little tiny little accent, but nothing big. And then for the front panel, I had these little, I don't even know what you call these buttons, these teeth looking buttons, but anyway, I had those. And then I made the same type of loops as I used the same method as making the strap for these. I don't even know what you call this. I'm calling it a foundation chain stitch because that's what it's not. It's kind of like a slip stitch. I mean, it's not like a chain and then I slip stitch down. It's like, the technique that I do for all my drawstrings. But I made a couple of loops and installed them on here. So now, when you put them on, you can buckle it like that all the way down. And yeah, I mean, it's my first sweater. I cannot believe it. I just love this color work. Now, she has a couple of designs using this color work. So she has a pattern that has an open concept, but that's not the pattern I purchased. So I just kind of didn't want to keep buying the same thing when I was able to figure it out. So I do think I'm gonna make this concept again because I really enjoyed doing this color work. But I think I am gonna make it again as she instructed with the pullover pattern, maybe for the fall season. But for now, this is what I have. Oh man, I love it so much. And it is a lot of color work because you're literally like changing your colors every 2 stitches, the whole entire thing. But I still really enjoyed the process. I enjoyed mixing and matching the colors and things like that. So that's what made it fun. So if you get like a good combination of colors, you can really have fun making this design. And what she described, she helps you get to the finish line. So like, it's a decently written pattern. She gives you a lot of instruction, but she also gives you a lot of freedom. So I think that's what makes it so much fun. You just have to, get your measurements and things like that. I love that it's a simple construction, but at the same time, it yields just a really beautiful beautiful project. And so yeah, so that is my spring make for the Yarny YouTube Pop 2025. And I was so excited. I could not wait to share this with you all. I'm gonna let you go now. And I will see you as soon as I can to make another video. I really do miss y'all. I really do love y'all. And I owe y'all some things. My 5-year anniversary had just passed. I put like a little post out or what have you, but I haven't been able to like really make a video and share. But I have like a little treat bag for my cousins. I don't want to say G word, but there's gonna be a G word very, very soon. Until then, have a wonderful and safe spring. I hope it's a beautiful day where you are, in either way, however you're celebrating your change of season, that it's a wonderful change, it's a wonderful day, and it's inspiring to make something great. And till next time, I'll see you then.